Flakes, the cereal preferred and eaten by far more people than any other Bran Flakes. They're wonderful for breakfast, lunch, or in between meals. So get Post Bran Flakes this weekend. They're good and so good for you.
Yes.
Well, the town of Springfield is lovely to behold this Christmas Eve. About noon today, the first snowflakes began to fall, and soon the air was filled with a whirling Christmas. It came down heavily all afternoon. Now every lawn and park is white, every roof and chimney top. And out on Maple Street this frosty Christmas Eve, every house seems to have its windows brightly aglow. Every house, that is, except the Andersons. They're not home. You see, well, let's go back to 10 o'clock this morning. Margaret was wrapping packages on the dining room table, and Jim was helping her, like this.
Hold your finger on this, will you, dear?
Mm-hmm.
There we are. That knot should hold, don't you think?
Honey, are you planning on sending me along with the packages?
Why, what's the matter?
You tied my thumb in there?
Oh, I'm sorry. There. Now, I wonder if there's anyone I've forgotten.
Well, from the number of packages scattered around here, you couldn't have forgotten anyone. Not in Springfield, anyway.
Oh, there are not so many there. It just looks like a lot.
I can't figure it out.
Hmm?
We don't know that many people.
All right, now look. This one goes to the Kirby's.
Mm-hmm.
You remember last year, they gave us that lovely salad bowl and we only sent them a card?
Mm-hmm.
And this one is for the Morrises. I feel we certainly owe them a gift.
But honey,
Now wait, you asked a question and I'm answering you.
all right.
This package goes to the Rodneys. I didn't send them a thing last year. And the year before that, they gave us that huge box of pears.
I know, but
The big box is for the Carters, and then there's the Blakes, and the Rogers, and the Milbanks, and the Duplains, and the Newmans, and the Lewises. Why, they all gave us something last Christmas. You see, I keep a record of these things, dear. I have it all written down.
well, that's fine. I'm not objecting to the idea of remembering our friends at Christmas.
Well, you wondered why all the packages.
Well, it just seems like that suddenly Christmas has lost something. It used to be so much simpler. The spirit of Christmas had a different meaning.
Well, I know, dear, but when people have given to us,
That's it, honey. It's become a matter of bookkeeping. Christmas used to be a quiet and beautiful religious holiday, a time for the children, a time for bringing happiness to others. What has it become? A mad scramble to buy a lot of things you can't afford to give to people who don't need them.
now, dear,
Why can't you have Christmas the way it used to be? Quiet and simple. With the real Christmas spirit, when you gathered your family and friends around the fire, and the children hung up their stockings, and the church bells on Christmas Eve, and the carolers singing. That's the way Christmas should be.
well, I know, dear, but
Mother,
oh, I'm in the dining room, Betty.
I'm going to wash my hair now, Mother. So if Jane calls, will you take the message?
What message?
Well, it's very important. You see, Janie knows simply dozens of girls who work at Burton's department store. And they're going to call her the second Ralph comes in the store, and then Janie's going to call me.
Princess, if you'll forgive my unseemly curiosity, what is the purpose of this elaborate spy system?
Why, to find out what Ralph's going to give me for Christmas, naturally.
Oh, naturally.
But, dear, a Christmas present is supposed to be a surprise.
How's that again?
I'll be upstairs, Mother. If Janie calls, you needn't call me to the phone. Unless the locket is a wristwatch.
Well, now if that doesn't...
Now, don't let it upset you. She's just a normal teenage girl.
But honey, the whole idea of Christmas is to...
Hey, Dad, Mom.
Oh dear.
We're in the dining room, Bud.
Hey, tonight's Christmas Eve. Can you believe it? Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And you better go down in the basement and bring up the decorations for the tree.
We haven't got a tree yet. Besides, I haven't got time right now. Joe and I have to get some stuff together. We're going out with Christmas carols.
Christmas carols? You?
Now, don't question him, Margaret. Thank heaven there's one person in this family who has a true Christmas spirit. Allow me to congratulate you, son. You have the right idea. There's nothing finer on Christmas Eve than to go around singing carols.
We're not going to be singing them, Dad.
Oh? What are you going to do with them?
Well, we got to deal with Gus down at the used car lot. He's got a sound truck. You know, the ones with the big horns on top and a record player inside.
No.
Now wait, this is a cool idea. Gus is going to drive down the sound truck all over town this afternoon. Joe and I, we're going to be inside playing Christmas Carol records.
But,
Well, we're not really going to play the records. Joe's going to do that. I'm going to read the commercials.
commercials?
Sure, for Gus McCarthy's used car lot. Joe's going to play a carol, and I'm going to name the commercials. So I got some cool ideas. How about if you like this one? It starts out, "Rest ye merry gentlemen," in a 1936 two-door sedan with white sidewalk.
Bud, maybe you'd better...
Or what about this one? Oh, it's fun to ride in a 1940 Club Coupe with overdrive and new seat covers.
Look, Bud,
I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus in a 1948 convertible with radio and heater. How do you like those? Pretty good, aren't they?
pretty good. What, have you lost your mind? This is Christmas.
You're right, Bud. Your father's right. Oh my gosh, Bud, that's carrying it entirely too far.
But if I don't work the truck this afternoon, I won't get to ride in the parade tonight.
Parade on Christmas Eve?
Sure, it's the big Santa Claus parade. We're going to have floats and bands and cowboys, all kinds of stuff.
What, no skyrockets? Now I've heard everything. Peace on earth, goodwill toward men, introduced with a brass band.
Daddy,
What is it, kitten?
when are we going to get our tree? Oh, you better go down and get one, dear. They'll all be gone.
I could have gotten one from Gus's, these car lots. He sells Christmas trees too.
Can we have a purple one this year, Daddy?
A purple tree?
They're selling them on the vacant lot next to the pool hall. Red, yellow, pink, orange, purple. You can get any color you want, except green.
If you're talking about the tree, I go for a pink one.
What's wrong with green?
Nothing, except it wasn't a tree.
What's a tree supposed to look like?
Daddy, can we get one of those neon lights?
Oh, for Pete's sake, neon lights, purple Christmas trees, brass band. What happened to you kids? Have you forgotten the meaning of Christmas? Have you forgotten everything you've learned in Sunday school?
No, Father. Things are different now than when they were when you were a boy. This is 1953.
Different nothing. You can change everything else, but not Christmas. Am I right, Margaret?
You have the floor, dear.
The whole trouble is that Christmas has turned into another super colossal, all-color production, while it's all wrong. And as far as this family is concerned, we're putting a stop to it. This year, we're going to celebrate Christmas as it should be celebrated. Simply and naturally, without all the whoop-de-doo foley roll. This is going to be a real Christmas.
I don't understand what you mean, Father.
Well, to begin with, we're not going to buy one of those painted trees. We're going to get in the car, drive up to the Pine Mountain, and cut our own tree.
Oh,
gather up some warm clothes. Bud, get the saw out of the garage.
But, Father, it's at least 50 miles up there.
You can buy a tree for a couple of bucks, Dad.
Now that's what I'm talking about. All you kids can think of is buy, buy, buy. This is part of Christmas you've never experienced. Going out into the woods and cutting your own Christmas tree.
The forecast said there'd be snow today.
Oh, we'll be up there and back in 3 or 4 hours. It's not going to snow that much. Besides, I have chains. Now get your coats.
I'm getting mine. I'm ready.
Oh, this sounds like a real peachy Christmas.
It will be, Princess. You'll see.
Dear, I have all those packages to deliver to the Rogers and the Newmans.
Well, throw them in the car, honey. We'll deliver them on our way back.
You're, sure this is a good idea?
Am I sure? Margaret, believe me, this is going to be a Christmas none of us will ever forget.
Are we almost there, Daddy?
Another mile or two, maybe.
Father, it's starting to snow again.
Oh, is that snow coming then?
It ain't post-spring flakes.
Well, it's just a little flurry. Nothing to worry about. Come on, cheer up, everybody. It's almost Christmas Eve.
What is there to cheer up about?
Joe's probably a song truck playing Deck the Halls with Balls of Holly and selling cars like crazy.
Bud, we're not talking about that, remember?
Okay.
Now, if you kids think you've had a hard life, look at that little grocery store back off the road there. Miles from everything. How would you like to live there?
Well, I wouldn't. That's all. I just wouldn't.
What if you had to?
Well, I wouldn't.
What if you had to?
I said I wouldn't.
Yeah, but what if you had to?
Father, tell Bud to stop.
Bud, stop it.
Are we almost there, Daddy?
Oh, it won't be long, kitten. Look at the snow drifting down. Isn't it beautiful? We're going to have a white Christmas.
Oh, it's lovely, dear, but do you think we should try to go any farther?
Oh, it's just around the next bend.
Why we had to drive clear out here into the wilderness to get a Christmas tree.
You'll understand, Princess, when we're back home this evening, when the fragrance of the tree fills the whole house.
Thank you, Cole, for I bought instant cider just for your sake. It's free from caffeine and won't keep you awake. So they sat and sipped cider and found it so good they drank even more than they usually would. Yet when later that night Santa poked in his head, both husband and wife were asleep in their bed. There's my story, my friends, and though not like the jingle, the whimsical legend of Cheery Kris Kringle. It carries a message, important and true. You can drink instant Sanka and sleep the night through. Well, as I said earlier, the white frame house on Maple Street is dark this Christmas Eve, about noon. family's attitude toward the Yuletide and decided that this year they should discover the joys of a simple, old-fashioned Christmas. Nice thought? Yes. How's it working out? Terrible. They drive up to Pine Mountain to cut their own tree, and they ended up in a snowbank. Now with the car abandoned, Jim and the family groped their way through the blizzard toward an isolated roadside store like this.
I think my nose is frozen.
How much farther is it, Daddy?
Well, it must be right ahead of us. If it weren't snowing so hard, we probably could see it.
There it is, Dad. See the light?
Yeah.
There's the store, Mommy.
Oh, well, thank heaven.
That looks real pretty for Christmas Eve, doesn't it? Holly wreath in the window.
All I'm interested in right now is getting back to Springfield. I'm supposed to be at least 3 parties tonight.
Yeah, if we get back in time, I'm still riding the parade with Joe. Mama's summer.
All those gifts are still in the car, Jim. We'll have to get them out somehow, or they have to be delivered tonight.
Oh, all right. One thing at a time. Let's get in here and thaw out first.
Oh, boy, this is warm.
Daddy, look at that. They have a fire in a barrel.
That's not a barrel, kid. That's an old-fashioned pot-belly stove.
Oh, this looks like the kind of store my father used to talk about.
Yeah?
Yeah, look at all
All
the
the
stuff.
stuff hanging from the ceiling. Lanterns and snowshoes, all kinds of stuff.
By golly, it smells just like the old general store back in my hometown.
Who runs this place?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Love and Abner. Hello, anybody here?
Be there in just a minute.
Where's the telephone?
Oh, it's here someplace.
You children had better take your hopes off now.
I was just putting bacon on the stove. We weren't expecting anyone tonight. How did you folks get up here?
Well, our car's all up the road. I wonder if we could use your telephone.
Well, you'd be most welcome to use it if we had one.
No telephone?
Well, hello there. That your car still heading up the road?
Yes, that's ours.
We must have passed you on the road without seeing you. I just walked up there to see if you needed any help.
Well, that was very thoughtful of you. We were looking for a telephone.
Well, I guess the nearest phone is down at the Harper's place, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah, you never make it tonight. Now that all the snow coming down like it is.
But how are we going to get back to Springfield?
I'm afraid you're not going to get there tonight, Miss. Probably not tomorrow either.
Oh no! There goes Christmas and all our plans.
I wouldn't feel too bad, Miss. Yeah, it may not be noticeable, but it is Christmas here too, you know. And since Maggie and me ordered the room up there, in a matter of speaking, and since you folks are stranded here too, why don't we just say we're all stranded together? Snowbound, as it were.
Well, that's very nice of you, but
We can't just move in on you.
Well, why not? You look like nice folks, and Tom and me are alone here. I put some more plates on the table, and there's plenty of beds upstairs.
Can we do it, Mommy? Please, Mommy?
It seems like a dreadful imposition.
It's nothing of the kind. I'm Tom Durrell, and this is my wife, Maggie.
how do you do? Well, we're the Andersons. The little one is Kathy, our boy Bud, our daughter Betty, my wife Margaret,
Hello.
and I'm Jim.
Well, we're happy you're going to be with us.
Thank you.
We ain't planning on much of Christmas, just the two of us. But now there's some kids around. By golly, that you getting to look a lot like Christmas. Come on, help me up, put up some of those lamps, boy.
Okay.
I'll tell you what we always did with our youngsters at Christmas time. We gave them the run of the store. So help yourselves. Candy, cookies, anything you want.
You mean it? Really?
Go help yourselves.
Oh, man.
Hey, steady now, don't get carried away.
Oh, Mother, look at these adorable old-fashioned teacups.
In a minute, dear.
Look here, Bud. Look at this.
Yeah, look at this.
Listen, Joe, by golly, it's good to hear youngsters around the place again.
How many children do you have?
2, a boy and a girl, but they're both grown up now. Gone away. Seems like such a short time we had him with us. Well, would you like to come out to the kitchen with me, Margaret?
Yes, I'll help you put things on.
Jim, if you want to hang up your things, the bedroom's right up the stairway over there.
Oh, good, I'll take these blankets and coats up.
Well, you kids find anything yet?
Sure, all kinds of stuff.
I found the school book back there, Mr. Terrell. It's the same one I use.
Yeah, well, my daughter. She looked a lot like you when she was young,
Did you have some kids, Mrs. Brown?
Yes, we have two, bud.
Where are they, Mr. Terrell?
Well, they're all grown up and gone, Kathy.
Aren't you lonesome without your children?
Yes, we are sometimes. I think we miss them the most at Christmas time. You kids don't know how much you need to your folks at Christmas.
We never really thought about that.
I guess we always just thought how much Christmas meant to us.
We used to have our tree over there by the stove, and Judy and Bill would decorate it and put the candles on it, the tinsel, and the stars, and the glass bells. They were all in the box, back in the corner, where the kids packed them away.
Don't you have any Christmas?
No, Kathy, not anymore. There's no one here to decorate the tree.
Tom, I need some wood for the stove.
All right, I'll get it. I'll get it.
What are you crying about, Sharon?
I'm just been sad. Bud.
Yeah,
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
maybe.
Well, climb up on a box and get down those snowshoes. You're going back to the car.
What's wrong with the children, Margaret?